welcome everyone to day one of STEAM in the Park. This week, if you can, be exactly where your feet are, because we're all together for a reason, and no time in history will this ever happen again, where these 33 people are together in this place. Think about this week being just for you. I want us to do a little fun activity called helium sticks. So 4 groups of 7 or 8 people, figure it out. Task number 2, with campers on both sides of the stick, I want you to stick one finger out facing the ground and put it underneath your stick where it's touching. The only 2 rules are this: your finger may not leave the stick. The second rule is you need to lower this as a team to the ground. Go. Making sure that we're always lifting people up and not pushing down. We do have 4 amazing ambassadors with us, 3 of them ambassadors for the first time. So we have Rodney, and we have Pamela, who is the mother to Taryn, and then we have Becky, who is a mother to someone else in here, or a fun mother, and Rodney, who is a mother to all of us. So we're really excited about that. So we want to know who you are.
So I'm Heidi. I'm from Ohio. I teach AP Bio, Botany, and Biotech.
I'm Jen. I'm from Massachusetts, and I teach science. Used to be middle school, but next year I'm going to be teaching chemistry, anatomy, and physiology in high school.
Hi, I'm Vivian. I teach science, health, and math, 5th grade, and I'm from Silver Spring, Maryland.
Hi, I'm Lauren. I'm from New York, and I teach biology, chemistry, and anatomy.
Hi, I'm Erica, and I'm from Wisconsin, and I am moving from 2nd grade to 5th grade this year, so I'm really excited about that.
All right.
I'm Erin. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, and I teach library K through 5.
I'm Caitlin. I teach engineering, 7th grade, and I live in Massachusetts.
I'm Allison C. I'm from Massachusetts also, and I teach 8th grade science.
I'm Fred. I'm from Westchester, Pennsylvania, and I'm a substitute. If you've got a lesson plan, I can teach it.
Yeah.
I'm Kara. I'm from Kansas, and I teach 3rd grade.
Hi, I'm Sheila. I am from Westchester, Pennsylvania, wife of him. And I just retired from teaching in a small school for kids with special needs, grades 6 to 12, and I taught technology.
Hi, I'm Kristen. I'm also from Massachusetts, and I teach 8th grade science.
I'm Taryn. I'm from West Columbia, South Carolina, and I teach 5th grade gifted and talented and theater.
I'm EJ. I'm a Ball State student in Northern Indiana, and I'm going to school to teach history.
Hi, I'm Rebecca. I live in Massachusetts, and I teach 6th grade math and science.
Hi, I'm Debbie, and I'm from Indiana, and I teach 6th grade English language arts and social studies.
Hi, I'm Tamla. I'm from West Columbia, South Carolina, and I teach grades 3 through 5 gifted and talented.
Hi, I'm Wendy. I teach in South Dakota, combined class of 4th through 5th, all subjects.
Hi, I'm Heather. I'm from Camden, South Carolina, and I teach ESOL, and some people might not know what that is, but it's English as a second language, kindergarten through 5th grade, unless they make me teach middle school.
Hello, my name is Susie, and I am now, after being a social worker for over 40 years, I now get to teach in the classroom as a substitute.
I'm Olivia. I am from Cleveland, Ohio, and I will be teaching my first year 6th grade science.
Hi, I'm Allison K. Not Allison K. And I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I teach 1st grade.
Hi, I'm Becky from New Lenox, Illinois. I teach 5th grade math, science, and social studies.
I'm Caitlin with a C. I'm from Auburn, Alabama, and I teach AP US History.
I'm Jason. I'm from just south of Chicago. I'm an operations manager for a ballpark in Kankakee, Illinois.
I'm Tracy Seelock, his better half. I'm also from Illinois. Wouldn't that be weird if we weren't from the same place? I teach 7th and 8th grade math.
I'm Nina. I'm from Upper Marlboro, Maryland. I teach 4th grade science, math, and health.
Hi, I'm Rachel from New Bern, North Carolina, and I teach 8th grade science.
Hi, I'm Justine. I'm from Illinois, and I teach 7th grade drama.
Hi, I'm Susan from Illinois, and I teach 1st grade.
Rodney Krause. I teach 5th grade math and science in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Yay! So I'm going to call up our first year people. So when you come up, we will love on you. Caitlin with a C, Allison with a K, Olivia with an O, Heather, Wendy, Debbie, Lauren, Heidi, Vivian, and Aaron. Look at this group. Then we have year 2, another big group. Rachel, EJ, Sue, Susie, Jennifer, Rebecca, and Becky. Come on up. For our 3rd year, we have Jason, Caitlin with a K, Kara, Allison, and Kristen. They can come up. Year 4, Tamala, Nina, Taryn, and Erica. Come on up. For year 5, we have Justine and Tracy. Come on up. And then our last year, which is our big year, number 6, we have Rodney and Fred and Sheila. When I say erosion and not before, you are going to take your book and your pen and find your buddy. You're going to move here, there. You can take down chairs over there. You're going to meet up with your numbered buddy, tell each other why you chose the book, and then each of you will sign a love note in that book to your new book buddy. All right, everybody. Thank you for a first good day. If you need more chocolate, please put one down your chest and carry it with you. We will see you sometime before 8 in the morning. I will be there at 7, smiling, handing out clam shells. All right, so good night, everyone. Woo! Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 2. I'm so excited that a lot of you are going to see Bryce Canyon in the park for the first time today, and I kind of want to see those faces. They're so much fun to see this first piece of Bryce Canyon. This summer, we have decided to make sure that we're doing a lot of social and emotional learning lessons that you guys can take right back into the classroom. We are going to be hearing from our youngest ambassador, and that is Taryn. Come on up, Taryn.
Good morning, everybody. Okay, so today's SEL lesson is on shadow buddies, and the focus is on identity and unity. So your book buddy is going to be your partner for this morning. Going to trace each other's shadow outline on the paper. Your challenge is going to be, you're going to create a nature-based shadow. You're going to try and actually use your hands and make like a shadow animal of some sort or some type of nature thing. So now this is your connection piece. So with your book buddy, you're going to go and find 3 to 5 other connections with new book buddies, and you're going to have them sign the back of your little paper shadow puppet thing that we just made and see which connections that you had.
Monty spent a wonderful night here, but he's tired of the ambassadors, and he now needs some more people to hang out with.
So this morning we are going to pass the marmot to someone who reminds us what camp is all about, being fully present. We are honored today to give Monty to Allison K.
Today, you are going to participate in what we're calling the High Desert Rescue. So there are a lot of animals and plants and abiotic factors and biotic factors that work together in Bryce Canyon National Park to make it as wonderful as it is. You are going to be becoming part of that story. In just a moment, you're going to see what your animal or tree or plant is. These are all things that live in this desert. So it's called the Bryce Canyon Tree Sniffing Society. We're going to be looking for a particular tree. Repeat after me. I state your name. Promise to do my best. To honor this long-standing tradition. And to keep it a secret. So take out your journals. Find a colored pencil or 2. Borrow from a buddy if you need to. And just do a scratch test, if you will, a swatch on your paper. And show us the color that matches the smell of your tree. Today, we are going to be observing, learning about, getting close and personal with a pine cone. You're just going to take about 2 minutes to go find you your favorite pine cone. This is your pine cone for the next 15 minutes. You have about 6 minutes to sketch your pine cone in huge detail. So you're describing this in pictures, words, and numbers.
Going to divide into 2 almost even groups. Find your book buddy and then to go to opposite benches. And then what you're going to do is you're going to place your pine cone in a space away from your sketch, drawing, and words. Then we will switch and we'll see who can match up the most pine cones with the correct journal.
This is beautiful here too. We're going to go out and have our high desert connections. Ambassadors, can you hand out everyone a piece of string? And you are going to try to find other connections connected to your creature or species. You're then going to cut loose and find your other people, your other creatures. And then you're going to find a couple more that connect to you. All right, and see.
Doing what I do.
He didn't even laugh.
And then, oh no, fire! But then the soil rejuvenates. So something happens. Very on your turn.
Yeah, I think it could be a lot of fun. So our last activity for today is going to be our rewilding activity. And you are going to head out and you are going to look for native or non-native plants, but native is sort of your piece that you're looking for. The goal is to see what is here, and then we're going to come back and do some comparisons of that. You're looking for at least 3 plants, a seed packet, and an index card. And we want you on the index card to write a note to yourself about what you hope your classroom will grow this coming year, or what you hope to grow in your students. Fold that up and put it into your seed packet, seal it, and stick it in and write on it, open December 1st. So we're gonna do a little thing where we're gonna ask you to think about what is one thing you wanna take with you this week from camp. You're getting an index card, but what is something you would like to take home with you from camp, or something you will get out of camp? Write that on your card, and when you're finished, we have a clothesline of hope over here on these chairs, so you can come put it up on the clothespin. Tonight is our Civilian Conservation Corps work. So we're gonna give you now the jobs that they had, and that is gonna be your crew job as we try to create something. So we're gonna drop a bag of Legos on your table, and as a group, you're gonna think about what you could build that represents your job and that would leave a legacy for someone else. So you have 15 minutes to build. All right, good night, everybody. Help me out a little bit. Well, 3. Welcome to day 3. Can we hear it from Becky, everyone?
So today's SEL lesson is called Heart of the Leaf. And when I first was looking for the lesson ideas, I was like, I want to do something on leaves, because when I think of Bryce Canyon, the first thing that comes to mind isn't necessarily leaves. So in the middle of your table, there is a little packet of dried leaves. Choose a leaf that speaks to you, and just take a moment to do some observation of that leaf. And I want you to take a few moments to sketch your leaf. Now, I'm going to suggest that you might make a magnified sketch of it because we're going to do some writing on your sketch of the leaf. So maybe keep that in mind as you recreate the shape, the edges. So I want you to think about a core emotion that you might be feeling during your week here. Maybe it's just something you're feeling this morning in the moment, or just an overlying theme. It could be something like joy or courage, peace, love, hope, strength, calm, or another word that speaks to you or feels true to your center. And I want you, if you have the room, to write it in your leaf or underneath if you don't have room. But I want you to consider what that word might be for you. And then once you have that word, I want you to think of what might go along those veins, or how that word branches out and how it pertains to your life right now.
Marmot represents enthusiasm, connection, and a love of learning. Many of our camp attributes. We're excited to present our marmot this afternoon.
I'm so excited to introduce Julie to you.
I'm Julie. I've been here a little over a year and a half. In about a week, I will have my 23 years in with the Park Service. This is my first time actually working for the national parks. It's been great being able to work my way through, get some experience, and then actually be able to achieve my dream of working in a national park for the first time. So it's been really great. I'm Rachel. I am from East Texas. I am a senior at East Texas A&M. I am studying physics and astronomy, and what I want to do is public astronomy outreach and science outreach. You're going to raise your right hand, and you're just going to repeat after me. As a junior ranger, I promise to take care of all national parks that I visit until all my friends and family what I learned at Bryce Canyon National Park. Woo! You are doing it.
Karen and Becky are going to introduce you to Sun Chasers and this great art activity that we want you to take back with you.
So yesterday we did Shadow Buddies, and if you guys remember, which I hope you do because it was only yesterday, we used artificial light to create the shadows. So, we used our flashlights. Today we're actually going to use the sunlight to create shadows. You're really going to find a place just around this area, and you're going to just lay your notebook down, and you're going to just draw and trace the outline of a shadow. And then you're going to use your colored pencils. You're going to just color in what you see, or maybe it's a feeling that the shadow is representing to you.
When you're done, you want to kind of memorialize date, time, where you're at. Right on the timer too. It just went.
Hopefully you connected with your shadow because you picked it, and hopefully it inspired you of some sort. We're just gonna do a quick little gallery walk. So you're gonna walk this way, walk that way, and then you're gonna turn out at the third bench.
Good afternoon and welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed your lunch. We are going to do a fun activity today. You weren't expecting fun activity, were you? So what we're going to do today is you're going to go out on the rim. You're going to have a half sheet of transparency, and you're going to hold it up. You're going to find the nude and find one that speaks to you, right? Hold this up with one hand, trace it with your other. Try and get it as close to accurate as you can. Then you're going to take this to your journal, and because you have traced it so well in a thick, dark, black Sharpie line, when you put it under your journal page, it's going to show through. And you're going to trace that with your pencil. Just try and capture those different layers, but do it in a different color palette.
Maybe it evokes a different emotion that you felt when looking at the hoodoo, or how you connected with it, but you cannot use the natural colors that you've observed. Very.
Oh. We're getting ready to hand out pocket microscopes. We want you to spend 10 minutes with nature. He goes right up to it. We call it belly botany. You're getting right on it. There is a small button, a UV light. If a bug comes underneath it, turn on the UV light. It'll blow up. Not really. Change colors. Belly botany. We are headed into our nature art project. For tonight, you're all going to be drug dealers. Okay, chefs will work too. Up here, we have your mortars and your pestles. In just a moment, you will send one person up here to get materials for you, including choosing the color of whatever you want to ground and pound. Once you have your beautiful paints, We're going to hand out deckled paper. Deckled paper has texture in it, so the paint's going to kind of seep in and do some pretty things, and you'll all get a paintbrush. We want you just to dump out books and ideas and lessons and movies that you've watched and all kinds of things, and just go to all of the different posters and look at those. And then we're going to transcribe it, put it up on the website as lessons and ideas curated by the teachers here at Bryce Canyon.
Okay, so again, I just want to say thank you for a spectacular day 3 at Bryce Canyon. Thank you all for the wonderful day filled with creativity, hiking, the endless laughter we shared, the great learning. The night is not over. You do not have to leave right now. However, there is a 5 a.m. departure planned in the morning for a sunrise adventure. Thank you all with that. Have a good night.
And only 5 more day 4s in the summer. 6 more day 4s. Welcome to day 4. Right, so for our final social and emotional learning moment, it is going to be with Tamala. Woo!
Hey, good morning. There we go. So the activity this morning is Trail of Thanks, and this is something that you'll be able to do in your classroom or in a group in general. So what we're going to do for this moment is think about who, what, or where helps us with our trails, our life's journey. You're going to write that down, and you're going to write that person, place, nature, a thank you note.
This morning we're going to pass the marmot to a roommate duo who truly embrace the spirit of Bryce Canyon and of our camp here.
Marmots are social animals that thrive in community, and these two jumped wholeheartedly into meeting new people, building connections, and making everyone feel like part of the colony.
We are honored to pass the marmot on to both of you, Lauren and Debbie.
We're going to do the Prairie Dog Challenge. Everybody fits in our world here. So in just a moment, you are going to get with your huddle group. We're going to huddle. They're going to give you your first challenge. They're going to tell you what it is. They're going to break you up in half groups, and you're going to do it.
Take it out, ready?
Very nice. Oh. All right, so let's go back in the I can tell you pretty close to the exact time fireflies became part of our story. It wasn't a theme we chose. It wasn't something that Steve and I sat down across the table and planned. It started with showing up. One tiny light in the darkness is beautiful. You notice it, you wait for it to flash again, and then another light appears and another. Before long, you aren't looking at the darkness anymore. You're looking at the light. I think that's exactly what has happened at Steam in the Park. Every summer, people come to us from all over the country with different stories, different classrooms, different experiences, and different reasons for saying yes. That is Steam in the Park to me. We gather here, we bring whatever light we have, we share it, we borrow a little from others when ours is dim. We sit around campfires and we tell stories, we laugh, we try hard things. I think that's how light travels, not all at once and not loudly, but one firefly at a time. And now when fireflies show up in our park, I just smile because I think I finally understand. We didn't make fireflies part of our story. They just kept showing up until we realized they had been telling our story all along. We gather here, we glow together, and then we carry that light home. Thank you so much for giving us your time and your spirit and your love this week. Number 52, and I'm going to dare say one of my favorite ever camps because of your sweet spirits and your heart. So thanks for being part of our family, and we love you all. And I'm going to come wipe my nose on every one of your bandanas so you'll have some of my DNA with you always. So field is about the ground, and yield is about just the environment in general. So this will be a really special time for all of us. That way Monty will, why do I keep thinking that? I've never seen it, but the full Monty, isn't that like a, isn't that like a, okay, well, that's not the Monty we're talking about. The thunder down under, like these men just standing there welcoming me to, I wasn't looking, but everywhere you turn, there they are, these beautiful nature people. Don't talk into my chest. I know that doesn't excite you, so. Well, I mean, you would have said it had I not said it.
True story.
Oh, that might make the bloopers. We were quiet.
It is your husband.
Talk about the pounding.
Don't pound it because it's ceramic and you'll break it. You're going to
push and twirl.
Gently and twirl, or maybe turn and spin, but be gentle because it's ceramic.
So you push it in. Push it in and turn it. You are grinding it.
And then you're going to continue. Hear the sound? That's the sound of a good pounding ground. Becky, I need your vocal accompaniment.
It's a sunrise or a moonrise. I don't know. I'm here.
I got that on video.